What's up, you guys? Are you guys ready for some comedy? Get it? It's a second show. What's up, you guys? How's everybody doing? You guys doing good tonight? Hell yeah, I'm doing good. I'm recently going through a career change in my life. I'm exploring different things I could do. I found that some careers are harder to break into than others. The hardest career, I believe, is scamming. Because if I want to be a doctor, I could go to medical school. I'll be a doctor. I pay some dude to teach me how to scam. He fucking scam me. That's how I learned about the first rule of scamming. Always be scamming. You know what I mean? Always be scamming. I've recently decided that I am no longer smoking weed. I've quit the drugs. It's not like a tough one, but I have to do it because I'm a very panicky person. I have a lot of paranoia. This was the one that broke me. Me and my buddy, we got done smoking some weed, and then he was like, "Yo, I gotta show you this documentary." And it's a love story, I think. It's about this cannibal. He was like, "Yo, I really gotta eat somebody." And then there was this other dude who was like, "I wanna die, but I want someone to eat me." Because he liked recycling or some shit. You know what I mean? That was his thing. And then they met up and he ate that dude. And then my buddy looked at me and he's like, "Isn't that crazy?" But he had this smirk. You know what I mean? Like when you show a girl a porn video and you're like, "That's wild, huh?" But I wonder, you know? That was a wild event, man. I think I switched insurance and I was super happy because I don't gotta see my old doctor anymore. I've been seeing her since I was 10 and she titty flicked me one time. She was like, bloop. I keep embarrassing myself in front of her, bro. Like, when I was graduating high school, she was like, "What are you gonna do next?" I was like, "Maybe I'll go to college." She was like, "What's your GPA?" I told her, and she was like, "You'll get in somewhere." You know what I mean? Like the last time I saw her, I wanted to be cool. She was like, "You sexually active?" And I was like, "I'm fucking it up." And then she was like, "You guys use like protection?" And I was like, "Nah, my girl got a UTI." She gave me the wildest fucking look, bro. She was like, "What?" I was like, "We don't gotta worry about that. She got a handle. She got this crazy UTI, dog." It's hilarious that some of y'all don't get that. Yeah. Let people get abortions, man. You guys how I did that? I was just trying to get real. Because I ran out of jokes. When in doubt. All right, that's it for me, man. You guys ready to have a good time? You guys are amazing. Give it up for your first comic. She's super hilarious. One of my favorites. Ellie Hino, everybody. Let her hear it.
Oh, thank you. And keep it going for Abenezer Merdassa. Hi, guys. What's up? Cool. I'm 43. You can tell by my ankles. Sometimes people clap, and that makes it worse because it's like, good for you, still getting up there and giving it a go. I'm 43, but I don't feel 43. You know, I feel younger still. I feel like maybe like 23, you know? Like, probably because I smoked a lot of weed, and that's when I stopped developing, like, emotionally. I mean, my body knows. My body knows exactly how old it is. But I still feel younger, like in my loins. You know? Like I'll be driving down the road in my Subaru Forester. Got my kid's car seat in the back, maybe banging to the Cranberries. Do you have to let it linger? And then I'll see like a skateboarder in the road, and I'll be like, hot. A skater. And then I'll realize, oh shit, that is very much a teenage boy. My bad, I'm a straight perp. Stabler and Benson are out there looking for me right now. They're like, we gotta get down to the skate park. She's been there. How do we know? They found an Ann Taylor bag full of jewel pods. She's a sicko. One boy had to be intubated because his tummy was so full of Totinos. Tabloids are calling her Jeffrey Mommer. That was a dumb one, right? It's so dumb it like made you uncomfortable, but don't worry. I know what I'm doing. That was just a setup for this next part. You guys, can you imagine with me for just a second? Imagine if one of the dumb male comics had done that joke. Like stupid little Aben had done that joke. He would get in so much trouble, right? That's why I love being a woman in comedy. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Except ever feel safe in this world. I did a show a few weeks ago, and it just happened to be 3 women on the bill. Well, it shouldn't have been that different, but the guy who was promoting it was like, we'll make it a ladies' night. And then he made a poster with like a hot pink high heel shoe talking into a microphone, you know. And it's just like, why you gotta do that, you know? It's not like all we talk about is our vaginas. I got a pap smear the other day. Smear or schmear? Is it smear or is it schmear? Pap smear or schmear? Don't look away, just tell me, is it schmear or smear? You guys, guess what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they both mean this. This is how I am when I'm buttering a bagel. Get down low by it with my knife. Anyway, you ever get one of these, a pap? You got a pap? You know what goes on at a pap?
Every week.
Don't fuck with me, man. Don't. I'm gonna tell you. You don't want to know. He's wearing a hat and he keeps looking down, but you gotta make eye contact because this is important shit you gotta learn. Okay? What happens, sir? What's your name? Kenny. Oh, poor Kenny. Okay. Sweet little Kenny. Kenny, what happens is we go to the clinic. Kenny, and they have us put on the breezy, the gown. It doesn't matter. You know the gown. It doesn't matter if you tie it in the back, right? It is, open. And then they have you hop up onto the table. There's paper on it. I like to bring my own crayons. And if you have like a really fun doc, they'll bring you like chips and salsa while you wait. And then the doctor comes in, Kenny, and they have you flip your legs up into the giddy ups. And then the longest part of the appointment happens, and that's the scooching. And they're like, can you scooch a little further? And you're like, sure. And they're like, keep coming. And they're like, keep it going a little further. I want you to feel like you're almost going to fall off. Keep coming. And you don't want to go fast because they already sat on the stool. They're right there, you know? You don't want to bring it in. And then you're good. And then they go and they get the tool. Do you know what the tool is called, Kenny? I swear to God, the other night a guy goes, scalpel? I was like, fuck, scary. No, so anyway, so they go, it's called a speculum, okay? And what that is, it's basically like a tiny car jack. It even makes the noise. It goes. But it's the old school one. Now it's just like a clear plastic one, like your Cinderella. It's like, it fits perfectly. And then they take the longest Q-tip you ever done seen. Extra long, because mine goes up to like here, I guess. And they give your cervix, you can look that up later. I don't even understand. They give your cervix one little gag, and then they wipe it on an onion bagel, send it to the lab. Thanks, you guys. Have fun.
Hell yeah, keep that energy going for your next comic, the very funny J.C. Jacobs, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Time for a dumb male comedian. Let's have some fun, guys. Thanks for coming out. I love everyone wants to hear my opinion on things. This will be great. I'm a liberal Jew from San Francisco, but I just went ice fishing last month, and now I kind of think the election was stolen. Anyone else? Like, I mean, do your research, people. Everyone knows that mail-in ballots are just a liberal ploy to turn Santa trans. That's what they believe up there. Okay? Like, I don't know what it is about the frozen hellscape that is northern Wisconsin staring at an ice bucket next to a bucket of dying fish and just somehow believing, I think democracy died with Reagan, actually. I've never draped myself in an American flag and cried to the national anthem, but I did wear a pair of Carhartt coveralls and listen to complaints about socialized medicine from a guy with a smoker's cough, so I get what's going on there. I had to buy a one-day fishing license and create an online account, and just for the full experience, I made my username Trump 2024, and could you believe it? It was already taken, Even adding the exclamation mark. Those people are serious over there. I'm actually a doctor. I gave your last comic her pap smears. I was at a show and I saw a lady fall down the stairs and I'm like, I should probably go help out. You ever think you're trying to do the right thing and immediately realize you've made the situation much more complicated? Like, I'm a urologist, okay? Like, I'm the dick ball and asshole guy. She didn't fall down the stairs and hurt her testicles, so what am I gonna do? So I go up to her and I'm like, hey, I'm a doctor, you okay? What'd you hurt? And she's like, my ankle. And I'm like, ugh, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Because just like my gay cousin, I've been elbow deep in penis the last 7 years, so this is the wrong bone, I'm more useless to this lady than the calorie counter at a Cheesecake Factory right now, But, that's why I would never heed the call on an airplane, you know what I mean? It's like, what am I going to do? Like, how would you like to be going into cardiac arrest while your doctor's in front of you frantically Googling chest pain, Like, you're like, great, I'm having a fucking heart attack. This guy's having a panic attack. I'm screwed, Look at this guy's hands, shakier than any bridge in Minnesota. That's tough, you know what I mean? So I just got married last week. Hey, thanks a lot. Sorry, guys. It's been good. We've been together for a while. When we moved in together, it was kind of interesting because my wife told me that she threw out her vibrator. I was like, it was like seeing a rabbi in a Volkswagen. I was very confused. I was like, what? Why would you do that? And she's like, well, with you here, why would I need one? And I'm like, well, first off, that's a lot of pressure. And second, that thing's got 1,000 RPMs. I got a crippling fear of intimacy, and I go to bed at 8:30. That is not a good trade. I don't know what you're doing, I feel like throwing out a vibrator just because a guy moves in. That's like giving up a Tesla in order to take public transportation to work. It's like, yeah, sure, it's going to get you there, but it's going to take 3 times as long, and you're probably going to have to stare at a bunch of ugly people in the process, And the bus never drops you off right in front of work. So just like sex, ladies, probably going to have to do the last little bit yourself. You know what I mean? So, No, it's been going well. Sex changes, obviously, the more you're in a relationship. For example, we had sex twice in April. Yeah. Which is nice, because that means we got May out of the way early. So that's, it's just a straight shot until Father's Day. It's going to be fun. I'm Jewish and the fiance is Catholic, and we had to go through Catholic premarital counseling. Anyone else make a fucking mistake before? Anyone? Jews, we don't really have premarital counseling. I think you just both get a certificate when you open up a Roth IRA. I think that's how it goes over there. It went pretty well, but what I got out of it is that the Catholics really want me to get my foreskin back. That's kind of their thing. I don't even know where I'd find it at this point. I can go back to my childhood home. My mom's got photo albums of me. She's got my hair. She's got my teeth. It's like a bad episode of CSI L'Chaim in my house. You know what I mean? Even if I found it and put it back on, it looked like an elbow patch on a tweed jacket. So I don't know. We incorporated both faiths during the ceremony, during our vows. I thought that was nice. Like during our vows for the Catholic portion, we had that little money collection tray going around. I thought that was nice. And then for the Jewish part, we took that money and put it in Bitcoin. Actually, I actually screwed up my vows, which was kind of tough. It's high pressure, a lot of people watching. It's tough, and they give you a lot of these phrases which you can screw up pretty easily. With this ring can easily become with this wing. You can screw it up. It's high pressure. I totally botched the last line. They say, do you take this person for as long as you both shall live? And instead of shall live, I said, I've thought about your aunt naked. So, guys, thank you so much. I'm Jesse Jacobs. Have a good night.
Yeah, all right, give it up for my boy, my brother, Ateh Ekinde, everybody. It's very funny.
Damn, y'all did not sound excited to see me. Fuck y'all, man. I'm just kidding. What's going on, guys? I'm excited to be here. I'm very excited to be here, actually. Recently, I work in a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant, and recently I had a workplace accident. I don't know if you guys know the chemical sodium hydroxide, also known as lye. Walter White used it to decompose bodies in Breaking Bad. Splashed right into my eyes. I know, it was terrible. It was very painful, right? I couldn't see. And you would think that was the low point of the day, and it wasn't. The lowest point was when I'm in the ambulance, and the paramedic asks me if there's anything he can do to make this easier for me. And I have to swallow my pride and lean in close to him and say, delete my browser history. Because I can't do that shit myself right now. There are hella cat videos in my search history, and if my niggas find out that's what I've been looking at, my real nigga reputation in these streets is destroyed. Do you understand? Too many Coco Melon videos I've been looking at. This shit is not acceptable. It was terrible time in recovery, right? Can't see, right? So I'm trying to find different ways of occupying my time. First, I had to make sure I didn't get X-Men powers because I was blind, so I was just coughing into my room to see if I could see anything. As you can see, I'm here doing comedy, so I'm not a superhero. Got kind of upset, and I was like, well, I should be productive, right? So I started trying to take Spanish lessons with that Rosetta Stone stuff. I lasted one lesson and I was out. It's crazy, right? With foreign language, right? Actually, in high school, I did 4 years of foreign language from 9th through 12th. And at the end of 4 years of foreign language in public school, the only thing I know how to say is "Donde está el baño?" That's it. And what's crazy is if you take foreign language for long enough in school, they try to peddle you their little study abroad program. They're like, oh, you should go study abroad. I'm like, with the vocabulary of a 3-year-old? I'd be a fucking victim. Do you know what you're setting me up for, my nigga? God damn. It's crazy, man. That's all they teach you. And they're like, well, if there's something you don't know, you can just say, como se dice, and then you say it in English, and someone will hear you and try to help you out. Or take this Spanish-English dictionary. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a terrible idea. Why? Let me give you an explanation, right? In most other countries outside the United States, they have a lot of public transport, right? I've been on public transport in the United States. Do you know what's scarier than a guy jacking off in a subway? A guy jacking off in a subway in Spanish, and all you're armed with is trusty "Donde está el baño?" Which, when you think about it, sounds like you're about to be an accomplice to him, in his jacking off escapades. Hey, this guy just pulling himself off. Where's the bathroom? It's terrible, man. Hate public school, bro. Should have gone to private school and done cocaine like the cool kids. Oh, man, it's crazy. I'm grateful though that I've got my eyes back and stuff. My mom was trying to tell me that I need to go to church more now to praise God for my sight being restored. And it's like, I still have faith in God, but I just can't keep going to church, right? The pastors are just getting younger and younger and getting too relatable. And I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like where this is going, right? I went to church one time and the pastor said during the prayer, your blessings are up and they are stuck. I got out immediately. For those of you who don't know, up and stuck is part of the lyrics to a Cardi B song. What the hell is my pastor doing listening to Cardi B on the way to worship? This is the man that's piloting the plane of our salvation, and he's taking us straight to hell. Do you understand? Cardi B, first of all, was a stripper in her past occupation. So how are we gonna throw money in the collection plate now like this? 10% tithe, make it rain. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. On top of that, right? I didn't even want to hear the rest of the prayer because I was like, how is he gonna finish it? Thank the Lord that Sister Annalise was able to have that lower hip surgery, and she may now throw that ass back in a righteous circle. In Jesus' name. Can't stand for it, man. I can't stand for it. In most cases, the only place that I would allow my pastor to sing Cardi B lyrics is if it was one of those Catholic churches, but he has to do it in that chant. I want to gag. I want to choke. I want you to park that little dangly thing that sits in the back of my throat. Oh, I would tithe every day just to start his SoundCloud. My name's Ateh Ekinde. That's my time. Thanks.
Did you like that show, everybody? That was amazing. Come up here, everybody. Jesse Jacobs, Ellie Hino, Ateh Ekinde. Let them hear it, everybody. These are my champions. We will rob you in the parking lot. I'm kidding. Yeah, this was a good time. Follow us on Instagram. I think we have a Facebook. It's a good time. Have a good night.
But it ain't what it is. Face in the mud, I really be hating in the mud. Said I can't pick it up, but I did. Y'all know Goon put too much bass in the sub. Cup full of blood and I gave it a chug. Wait till your neighbors get all snugged in. Play this real loud where you live. This, that, for the kids. Saw something strange, can't say what it is. Court case came, ain't say what he did. Make shit move, put a chain on the gear. Yeah, I've been on top of the tower. Got the power, weatherman. Gun cock in his pocket shower. Put you down with the squids, that's rocket power. I done hang with the guys and we talk for hours, yo. I feel like a doctor on late shift. I done ran out of my patience. I done no trip out in Vegas. I say I don't have to pay.